Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of the Solitairey Confinement podcast. I am joined here as always by the narrator. Say hello.
Hello.
And
hello
call
there.
me Carson, who is in a study room right now, renting it with his sweet mate.
What? Oh, that sounds sweet,
my
mate.
Sweet mate's
That's
here.
going to be pretty awkward, huh?
The
we'll
fuck
get into
is a
that
sweet
later.
mate?
Yeah. So like it's a roommate, but
I should probably introduce the guest first, don't you think?
Bathroom.
Also joining us is our special guest, Carson Sweetmate. All right, let's get right into things.
Did you think of that all on your own?
All right, as you saw in the title and the thumbnail, yes, we have Fitz. Say hello.
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 It's the guy. It's me. What's up?
That's him. Here he is.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say it's a pleasure.
Honestly,
to be here,
I'm as confused as you guys are. I don't
be
know
a lie.
what I'm doing here. My agent told me that this was like some kind of charity thing. It's uncomfortable.
Hey.
It's uncomfortable.
Hey, Fitz, you saw what it did to Swagger's career.
Yeah.
I mean, before he was on the podcast, he had less subs.
Yeah, and now he has more sadness.
True stuff,
I mean,
dude.
when Make-A-Wish got in touch with me and was like, "Hey, these three poor, autistic kids want to, talk to you for an hour or so," I was
Hey,
like,
I'm the
"Okay,
only
It's
autistic
more like
one.
two autistic kids and their dad.
who's the dad?"
Yes.
Go back in your room, son.
Who's the dad? Yes, I guess that proves that you're the autistic kid. What kind of answer is that? Who's the daddy? Yes.
We're all dads.
Damn it.
Well,
Yeah,
wait,
man.
what? But I'm gay. I can't be.
Wow. Here, right off the bat, bringing up his sexuality. Classic narrator.
Just trying to
He does that quite often.
just trying to weasel that in for the extra views.
Well, Carson got rid of his rainbow border, so there's nothing else to remind me.
Rainbow border, man.
Yeah, he had a rainbow border.
Is that what Donald Trump's put in up?
Awful
That's
rainbow
Speaking
border
of
on my
rainbow
thumbnails.
borders, I'm border than a cardboard box. Let's get into a fucking
Nice
topic.
one. That
Nice
was,
segue.
dude, up top, dude.
Nice.
My segues are on point.
Yeah. Speaking of
So,
speaking of
that was
borders,
me
I'm
self-fighting.
borderline about to leave right now. Yeah.
I would be too. Okay, so let's get started with actual topics.
Okay.
How about it?
How about it,
Okay.
boys?
Hey, Fitz, what's it like getting demonetized?
Not good, not fun. I would not say it's fun.
What's it
I mean,
like getting age restricted?
age restriction is the worst, and demonetization I can live with. Like when I get that yellow icon, I'm like, I get it. I'm not exactly the most brand friendly channel, right? But age restriction, it's like a slap in the face because it messes with your views, dude. Like when you get age restricted, you'll see it like on your graph. It's going like pretty steady, and then it's just like flat lines at like 1,000 views an hour.
That usually happens to me anyways.
Well, I mean, you get views. Yeah. Anyway, Not
really.
Age restriction is yeah. I don't think my audience even understands what it is or how bad it is. They just think like, oh, he's re-uploaded the video because he's not going to make any money. I wouldn't even care if I didn't make any money on the video. Like that would not be enough for me to take it down. It's because it fucks with like the whole growth of the channel.
Yeah,
you know?
getting it recommended and shit. What's the point
Yeah.
if it's not going to get as many views as it was supposed to?
If I'm not going to get 1 million views on my video, then that's a failure, and I'm going to beat myself up about it. Honestly, it's the worst. I can't live with myself.
Hey, Fitz, what were
Yeah.
the jokes that you cut out of the video? Because, did you make fun of ISIS or something?
No, it was ISIS was mentioned twice, and one of the times it was an Australian man screaming for ISIS and then stabbing a person. So I removed both of those times that it was mentioned.
What a shame.
And, I think it was also just the thumbnail, and there was a slightly dodgy joke about Paul Walker in the middle, which was a little offensive, but I don't think that was the cause for it to be demonetized. I think that was just a little bit too in bad taste and probably something that should have been kept private. So,
But Fitz, now people might think you're against ISIS.
no, I'm against Paul Walker.
I can't stand that guy.
Guy's a real jerk. No, I'm sure he was a great guy. Well, I don't know. Maybe he was a jerk.
Maybe including him is why that video crashed and burned.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. But,
Man.
YouTube just does not like it when you bring up ISIS. And I think the bot can detect it because, anything just...
Well, we'll see.
pro tip, you know, swearing will probably be okay for you. You may not make as much revenue, but you know, don't mention anything about terrorism or like anything really fucked up like that. You know, it's just not a smart move anymore. Yeah, well, I mean, that is kind of the hand in hand, you know. Just don't make boring, bland content, you know, and you're pretty fine.
But it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, but I mean, that's because...
True.
Yeah. No, although I noticed on Reddit just the other day that you know that food review channel, the weekly
report of the week.
Yeah,
Review
report of the week.
He gets demonetized, dude. It's such bullshit. He does not deserve to be demonetized. That is like the most family-friendly content. Like, how is eating a cheeseburger not advertiser friendly?
And he advertises where he gets it from too. So it's like,
frankly, I think that fast food companies should be paying that kid because he does great work, and he averages like 100K views or something crazy like that, which is insane for a channel that's just a boy with a comb over sitting in his car eating a cheeseburger.
I'm telling you, it works. So that's like good marketing, because I watched like a review of a Little Caesars pizza or some shit, and I was like, God damn, I really want to go get a Little Caesars pizza now.
It does, man. He's a very articulate and very sweet young man. You know, I want to shake his hand because I watched that whole video of him in his car complaining. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, you know, you probably got to work on your appearances, Carson. I mean, you got to maybe wash your hair or something.
Oh, yeah?
Or, you know, get the comb over like he does. And wear a suit.
Overall work on my public reputation.
Maybe lose the glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, you'll get there.
Wait,
maybe one day.
Did you know I'm the only one here who can drive? Wait, Fitz, can you drive?
Yes.
Fuck.
I'm 21 years old. I'm much
Wait,
I'm
what?
older than all of you. Yeah. How old? You guys are all like 17, right?
I'm
No,
17.
I'm 18.
I am 7. I'm the youngest one
Raccoon's
here.
17.
Yeah.
I always forget
so
that
Raccoon's
Raccoon.
the youngest one. Carson has the thickest neck, and I'm the smallest one.
Ah,
My
Okay.
neck is as thick as my head.
It is.
Yeah, I can't
That's
disagree with
interesting.
that. I've seen your
You
vlogs.
can go up my neck and it just goes straight in my head.
Your chin is just like a tiny little road bump if I was running a Hot Wheels up your neck.
That's fantastic.
I
That's
just
like
keep going. It doesn't stop.
You should start working out, Carson, so that you just look like a tree, and then it's just like
I'm going to do neck workouts so that my neck is bigger than my head.
yeah.
Okay. Like Hulk Hogan.
just walk around with like a helmet with some weights attached to the top, and you'll be fine. You know, just fucking thickest neck ever.
And just like have a corset around your scalp. Shrink your head at the same time.
Yeah, but I always
I may
forget.
not be able to beat you in an arm wrestle, but I certainly can beat you in a neck wrestle.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, Carson thinks that like neck wrestling someone is like the equivalent of making out. Like it's how he asks a girl if they want to hook up. He's like, "Yeah, you want to neck wrestle real quick?" And then there's no compassion involved. It's like a competitive game for him. He starts like trying to pin him to the ground with the force of his neck. It's fucked up, Carson. You gotta.
He's like, what's neck wrestling? You just like put on a picture or like a video of like two snakes fighting each other. It's gonna look a little something like this, okay?
And here you can see him going in for the kill.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Like
amazing
two
ritual
fucking
of the
pool
Carsons.
noodles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pool noodles.
Man, do you guys have a pool growing up? Do you guys have pools? You guys?
No, but I
neighbors
played
have
pool.
kids.
I played pool.
Oh yeah.
My neighbors have a
nice.
I
My
kick
neighbors had a
ass at pool.
trampoline. My neighbors had a trampoline, and then the tornado destroyed it and my house.
It's like the saddest story ever, man. That's fucking making me really sad.
Genuinely
And then
depressing.
he turned gay, and then it got even sadder.
Yeah,
And
that
I
wasn't
found out
even
I'm
the worst
gay
part.
the next summer, and it's just been.
Well, I mean,
The
that
roller
was around
coaster.
the day that it was around the day I found out I was gay because I wanted to go to choir more than tend to my torn down house.
How old were you? So you're just like full on 100% into the spectrum gay. You know, you know, that's you.
I mean, if
how
I
you do
find,
it.
well, I'm not a faggot.
He always says like if he finds. He says if he finds the right girl.
Not a faggot.
I'm not a Fruit Loop. I'm not gonna go out and be like blowjobs. No, I'm not gonna do that. But
Is he not one of those people
Isn't
that
that
ties
how-
their shirt halfway up their torso?
No, I mean like I'm not talking about like how you act. I'm just talking about like your actual sexuality. Like you're just 100% gay. Yeah. When did you find out that was the case?
When women didn't do anything for me, and I was attracted to my choir teacher.
I think that women don't do anything for you because you abuse them. I don't think that's because you're gay. They just dislike you immensely. Like you're just like ordering them around like, woman, make me the sandwich. Like she just doesn't do anything for me. I don't know.
Wait,
I guess I'm gay.
Oh.
So that's why gay people exist. Wow. Mystery solved.
This is an educational podcast.
Yeah, but do British people exist?
What? The British people exist, did you say?
Yeah, I have literature on this.
You have literature? You know, you're sounding awfully like resemblant of Hitler right now, you know? the literature does not lie. It's just, yeah.
Well,
I'm not comfortable with that.
I have a video on whether British people exist or not.
I don't think that's literature. I think
that's a copy pasta. I think that's a very different thing.
Well, seeing as how it is words on the screen, I think it counts as literature.
I think that's filmography.
I'm going into communications. I haven't learned that yet in college.
I think that spamming a chat with Clan Daniel counts as literature.
Is that a segue?
That is a segue.
Wow, dude, look at it go. It's going so fast.
Just
all right.
Pulling that segue out of the top.
So, yeah, that was quick. So, yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, I made Toby very mad. I made
John on the radio.
The John in the morning. The Jack on the intercom.
Me. Ooh.
Yeah, it's because you guys are fucking annoying.
It's because everyone hates you, Narrator. Oh, my gosh.
Look, you're great people, but you're just fucking... You got a habit of just, like, doing weird-ass shit. Like
I don't even mention him, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why John blocked you. I think you called him... I think you pissed him off one time, and he just blocked you.
But how?
I want to hear this story. I don't even know about this.
He added me on Steam, and I never talked to him.
Yeah, it doesn't take much with you, man. It's just like...
Speaking of, you still haven't added me back on Steam. You removed me one day, and then you added Carson instead.
I can only handle one of you, my friends, at one time, all right?
He can't handle both. It's too
Narrator
much.
Is the new stranger danger.
Me?
Yeah.
You chose Carson? Huh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure before you added me on Steam, the only thing you had ever said to me was stranger danger.
Yeah, it was the best running gag of all time. I found that so funny.
Oh, hilarious. I laughed every time. Every time I saw that, I said...
I was like, oh, man, Carson's going to find this one so funny every time.
What a comic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for everyone who doesn't know, which is probably everyone, because, wait, do people even listen to this shit? Anyway, you know, I used to...
people do.
Yeah,
that's not bad. That's pretty good. You know, that's a good audience. That's actually a lot of people.
Yeah, for you guys, that's not bad. Huh?
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Like that's good. Like for a podcast,
wait till you get to 1 million.
Yeah. No. Like it's legitimately. You know, that's clearly people consistently tune in. So good for you guys.
Oh yeah, you were right about that. What was his name? The guy with the dog avatar.
I don't know.
Fucking Carson, you said once the podcast dropped, he was going to tweet at us something, you all suck except for raccoon eggs.
Yes, Slacky bro, that guy.
Yeah, Slacky.
Oh,
he's been radio silent for the past like 3 months, and then right when we put up the podcast, he's like, haha, yeah, fuck you guys, love you raccoon eggs.
Yeah, he was like,
Australian YouTuber.
If this podcast isn't you two sitting in the corner quietly while Raccoon Eggs talks for an hour, I'm unsubbing or some shit.
And then he said, I love you,
he said he was going to send me hate mail.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
What a wild man. What a crazy dog. Mail.
Can you imagine if, like, instead of people writing mean comments, they actually sent you letters that were just really hateful? It would feel so much worse. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like I would just get them from you guys.
Yeah.
Send over a carrier pigeon.
Carson, I know where you live. I can do that now.
Oh, good. That's fantastic.
I'm gonna
I love having the narrator at my house. That's
hey Carson.
Hey,
I want to hear about how you rated John's stream. I want to hear. Yeah. I want to know what he said to you. What did he do?
All right, so I sent. I told people in my Discord. I said John is streaming. Tell him to draw Daniel, and they did. And if you don't know what Daniel
is, explain. What is Daniel?
Well, according to my channel lore, Daniel over here, all right?
Daniel.
This man over here, this black man, is a feeling, and also the logo of a clan. He's not an actual person. It's not an actual person apparently.
Well, it is. That is a picture of an actual person.
According to my view, look, I'm not in charge of this anymore, Raccoon. This is a crazy ride.
It's not CGI. It's not CGI. That's a picture of an actual person, Carson.
But who is it?
Their name's not Daniel, but it's an actual person.
It's Daniel.
What is this picture? You guys looking at a picture somewhere? I feels like you're describing some kind of demigod or something.
Post it in chat and also make it one of the cards in the gameplay.
I'll make it one of the cards, that's for sure.
Make it the background.
Here, I'll just send you a Steam group so you can be a part of our clan, alright?
Yeah, you guys
Gamer
still haven't
Squad
joined
Alpha
my Steam group.
out here. Alright.
Raccoon, Carson, neither of you have joined my Steam group yet.
Oh, yeah, there's a reason for that.
Oh.
I don't get anything out of it, so...
I don't know the Steam groups are a thing still.
Yeah, it tells people, hey, announcement.
I don't even use it. I just say,
link.
Hey, join my thing, and then I have a cool number on my Steam profile.
I only have 118.
Yeah, there's probably a reason for that.
Wow, I forgot a dot there, didn't I?
Yeah,
wow.
you fucked up. It doesn't lead anywhere.
Anyways, so back on track here.
There we go. That's Daniel.
That's
Daniel
my
right
man.
There.
That's my boy.
I see.
But don't forget, he's a feeling, not a person.
This is an important part of the story.
I don't understand this. I feel like this is some kind of religious thing, and I just don't feel comfortable.
No, it's not religious. I tell them it's not religious, and then they all change their name to brother, whatever their name was. And I'm like, all right, it's a religion now, guys. I'm scared.
Why, when I look at the popular discussions, does it say Clan Daniel Anime Club, and then the very next one is, can we ban Anime Club?
I know. That was fast. It's all part of the Daniel lore.
How has Clan Daniel changed your lives? I've already been a member for about 5 minutes now, and I've already become a gaming god. Seeing my results, I was hoping for to other stories about how Clan Daniel has changed their life.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever done, I think.
And then somebody responded to that by saying, the one Daniel writes for each of us may go down many paths. No matter where you are on the journey, there is a plan and a purpose to what your experiences is.
I've
been
touched.
struggling, take comfort in knowing you are not alone.
Thanks, Narrator.
That's
enough.
Narrator.
That's enough out of you.
That's
good.
Man,
I was worried he was going to go into one of his copy pasta fucking,
Did you just say
sessions.
it wrong? Look, I don't do much, but what I do
that's
do
called
is
an accent. That's called an accent, Narrator.
Yeah, we pronounce it pasta. You pronounce it pasta. Wait, we say pasta actually. Copy pasta. Isn't that it sounds really fancy when you like you actually focus on it, but like we call it pasta here in New Zealand.
So do we.
Yeah, we call it copy pasta here in America.
Really?
Yeah.
You can call it pasta or whatever the fuck.
That's what people in Chicago do.
We're not that retarded, Fitz.
You want some pasta?
Can't wait to read some cappy pastas and drink some coffee. Yeah, like that. Anyways, so now that we know the lore of Daniel, continue.
Sort of. We sort of know. I don't know how to describe it.
I have no idea. Is the audience even going to know what the fuck that you're talking about?
Oh, yeah.
People understand
They'll figure it out. Hey, just
good.
A lot of them follow Carson. They'll know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Make the podcast mandatory for their Clan Daniel rituals.
I'll do it. Anyways, moving right along. I told him draw Daniel, and no, I told them to tell John to draw Daniel on stream, and 4 people started letting him know their need for their king on stream, and John wasn't having it, and then one of them was like, after John showed a little bit of frustration, one of them said, "Yeah, it's Call Me Carson. He's trying to raid you." And I'm like, "All right, way to sell me out, guys. There you go." And then John pulls up Call Me Carson 216 on stream, and this is another guy. He does Five Nights at Freddy's plush reviews. And he starts making fun of this guy. He's like, "Wow, you've been on YouTube 2 years? Wow, look at you." In reality, I've been on YouTube 5.5 years.
This totally broke.
Actually, I'll have you know,
it's been a lot longer. I've wasted a lot more time. Okay.
Have we told the audience about how he messaged you about someone going out of their way to threaten him?
Wait, what?
What?
Someone went out of their way to threaten Call Me Carson 216.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll get on that in a second.
How old is this other
He's
guy?
probably so confused.
He's probably terrified.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just a little
I
kid.
want to make the Five Nights at
it's a
Freddy's
little kid.
gameplay video.
He's
I
genuinely
was
a
sent him
child.
death threat.
no, but this kid is like a child, and Carson's fans are ruining his life.
Oh my god.
He's growing faster than me though. So I mean, who's got it better?
Didn't they say if you continue growing faster than Carson, they'll find his house and kill his family?
They said something. They said something awful. That's.
Clan Daniel is borderline Satanism. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
They're,
That's like a
they're not
terrorist
sane,
group,
that's for sure. So John just went in on quote unquote me, and then someone told him, yeah, he plays with Narrator and Raccoon, and John goes, well, no, wait, yeah. After he said, maybe one day you'll hit 10K, sweetie. One of those. He read the Narrator and Raccoon line, and he goes, "Oh, he plays with raccoon eggs and some irrelevant cunt."
What? Fuck! Why? Why is he attacking
I was
me?
dying.
He doesn't like you.
Wait, do you have footage of him saying that?
Oh yeah, it's on VOD.
It's on his
Can you-
VOD. Yeah.
What?
That's
I
know
clipped it,
is.
but John got rid of it. He just straight up deleted it, dude. He was after he apologized to me for whatever reason, even though I was totally in the wrong. He deleted the clips.
Yeah, but wait,
a nice guy.
why do you attack me though? First he blocks me, and then
Because you deserve it.
I don't know if he hates you. I think he'd just rather not deal with you.
Okay,
Yeah.
but does he have to like randomly attack me for no reason?
You came
know-
on this
you know-
podcast.
Why are you saying attack you? What are you, fucking SJW? He said you're an
didn't do
irrelevant cunt.
anything.
It's not attacking you. Yeah.
Hey, you know what you should do? This will really show him. All right, get this. You should block him back.
That'll teach him.
Look, I can assure you that John isn't actively he doesn't actively dislike you. He doesn't think about you at all.
He doesn't wake up in the morning and
I don't
start
think
throwing
about
darts at a portrait of you.
Yeah. I would let it go. Just leave him be.
Just take a
Or-
few deep
Poor boy
breaths and
G.
forget about it.
Yeah, this has been like the worst section ever. Yeah, like
I wanted to
That's every
segue
podcast.
because Narrator heard what my boy Toby said, and he went on a tangent. We got to move past this, okay?
okay, we'll
Was
move
hurt.
on. Heal the, fucking heal.
Heal the wounds by talking about how you're the reason this podcast exists.
Why?
He doesn't
Remember that,
understand.
Fitz?
Narrator, explain it. You're the only one that
Explain. Okay.
understands this.
Narrator has the
Okay,
best voice. Let him explain it.
That's a lie. Anyways, so Fitz, like, remember around a year ago? Wait, no, I don't even
You're
remember.
too
it.
much.
Never mind. No, okay, so like a year ago, something we were talking about a podcast, and I think it was on Twitter, and you said shut up and create a podcast already or something. So then I decided, hey, I'm gonna do that. So I started a Twitter group with Raccoon, Carson, myself, Notorious, and I said, welcome to the podcast. And then
You listed yourself twice. You forgot Fitz. You added you and your alt.
I get it, Raccoon. Because
Okay,
says that you're a Fitz
continue.
clone.
The joke is over.
People say, okay,
It's
go
just
on.
gonna-
Okay, anyways.
This is his life now.
So then you immediately left, and
Oh, I did.
yeah.
Like the
I don't remember that.
I
instant
said welcome to the
narrator made it.
podcast. Yeah,
What the
I said
fuck?
welcome to the podcast. And then you immediately left, and then we decided, hey, this is actually a thing that we should probably make. And then we made the Solitairy Confinement podcast. I'm your host, the Narrator.
I didn't come up with that name.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I
It's a
did.
good name. I like that name. It's cool. Wait, so how the
Don't
hell did you guys
compliment
meet?
him.
Yeah, if you fuel my ego too much,
Oh
I'll
my
get too
gosh.
many ego points.
How did
People
you
are
guys
fighting behind me.
How'd you guys meet?
Yeah, so how did we meet? That was Narrator. I met Narrator through Twitter because he watched one of my old how-to videos, and he was like, look, this guy's a iNotorious clone or some shit. And
No,
then, like,
I never said you were a clone. I said he sounds like iNotorious. Probably.
this guy sounds like iNotorious, probably because
This guy
I was
sounds
making
like
a how-to
Swagger
video.
Souls.
Yeah.
Stop.
No.
You sound nothing like either. Carson sounds
yeah,
like
that's how it
iNotorious.
works.
Well, yeah,
that's how it
he
works.
thought I did. I
Fitz.
don't know if he was using skull candy earbuds or some shit. But anyways, he
No,
adds me to a Discord call with Carson, and
I'm
that's
like, hey, you
that's
two
where I
sound
meet.
like I said, hey, you two sound like Notorious.
And Carson sounds even less like Notorious.
Oh.
Carson sounds more like Notorious to me, but that's just me.
No,
how did you and Carson
he got
know each
his
other,
RE20. Before Notorious got his RE20, Carson sounded more like Notorious. What would you say?
How did you meet Carson? Are you guys friends in real life?
No.
Well, we are now.
No.
Hey,
No,
I drove to your house.
We're not friends at all.
Narrator wants to think so, but they're really not.
I need friends in real life. Anyways, so Carson did what he does best, and he just randomly hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, I want views."
Yeah,
I remember that's actually what happened.
Yeah, no, it is what Carson did.
I found out about Carson before I was even friends with Notorious, just on Reddit, I think. Because like you had a couple of videos at a time, I think they got views, surprisingly, and I think I saw them. And I saw that video you made ages ago. It was like a YouTuber parody thing, and I was in it. And it was just funny joke, laugh track, and then the Wii Shop theme.
Hi, my name is Ritz.
So accurate, but yeah.
Hi, my name is Ritz.
Yeah.
I called you Ritz.
I make funny jokes.
Didn't you say? I remember talking to you about like the conception of that video, and you were like, that one joke is the reason I made the entire thing. That joke about calling Fitz Ritz.
That does sound like me. Yeah, that definitely happened.
You can call Carson a lot of things, but you can't call him unoriginal. You know, he's a real class act. This guy.
Yeah, Fitz Ritz. What a jump.
I Notorious exposed.
Spark of genius. But I thought that was genuinely pretty funny because that pretty much is what my videos literally are every single time. It's just joke. Next clip. That's pretty much all it is. Like every single fucking time. But it works, so it's
I think the first video I ever saw of yours was the one where it's like, he's a pedophile. He's a pedophile, it's true.
Yeah. Well, my videos used to be much more heavily based on like interactions with strangers on CS. But now that's not so possible.
I miss those videos. I
so
want to
do
resubscribe.
Yeah, I watch the old ones and I get nostalgia trips. I'm like, wow. I remember the Fitz I found.
Okay.
I remember back before you worked for ESL. You were good back then.
Before I worked for ESL?
What?
Yeah.
I worked for ESL before I even blew up on YouTube. That was
I know.
a really minor thing.
No, yeah. I know. I
before I met you, probably.
Wait, excuse me?
Before I met you, I probably was working for them, I think.
No, I think I met you, at least a month before you started working for ESL, because I remember it was the big thing. Oh, Fitz is going to work for ESL, and I'm like, oh, good for him, because that was back when you were really heavily doing your cinematics on your channel.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I used to make commercials for ESL, like for the tournaments and stuff, which were pretty mediocre to be honest, but it was still a big deal for me being like an up and coming kid on the block.
If it makes you feel any better, I never watched any of them.
It's okay, no one did.
Hey Fitz, I first subbed to you when you had less subs than me, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. And
that's
now,
pretty wild.
Now you have many more subs than me.
I mean, in some ways you could say that I multiplied your sub count by roughly 400,000, Yeah. Now just think about that real quick. Like, you are insignificant,
Yeah, like, what he's trying to say, Carson, is just get out of your chair and sit down on the floor and feel like shit. That's what he's saying.
I'm only joking, but
I can leave
that is crazy.
Want,
No, I'm just joshing. I do this too much, and I think that sometimes it doesn't hit, and people think I'm an arrogant bastard. But really, I'm just doing this for my own entertainment purely.
You're like the
first thing you said to me on Steam when you added me was, I only added you so that I could fill up my friends list. And the rest of the time you had been interacting with me, you had just said stranger danger to me. And then on another video that I was in for some reason, because Solitairey was like, hey, you wanna say something to Fitz? I'm like, what? I don't even know Fitz. And he's like, yeah. You want to be in it? And then I was like, wow, Fitz, you got 500K, big whoop. And then in the comments, you said, call me Carson is not my friend. Otherwise, great video.
I just thought it was so funny to me. I don't know why. Yeah. I hope you didn't actually get mad at me about that, because
no, I don't.
To me, it was like 100% just like you know, it was just an ongoing joke, and I was just like, well, this is much easier than talking to you, so I'll just keep things going in danger. I'm joking.
That's the kind of shit I joke about too. Like, okay, yeah. I kind of get that too. Like, my idea of a joke is like just treating someone like shit, and that's the joke. And then like, I just have to like make it obvious.
Just run up to someone, and punch them in the face. I laugh.
Not like that. Not like that. I just mean like,
laugh so hard.
I want to make it obvious that I don't actually mean that. You know, like when I call Narrator a twink relentlessly, that kind of thing.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's like I just see an opportunity to like make fun of someone, and I just don't care. I'm like, this is gonna be funny to me at least. So like, we're doing this. You know, it's like I think I'm so used to, because when we were playing like with the guys and stuff, everyone is just jumping on every opportunity to make a joke all the time. You know, partly because it's fun, and you know, we like laughing at each other, and the other part is we need content, right? So, you know, I'm just sort of used to taking every opportunity. I don't think like, that's probably not gonna be funny. I might hurt his feelings. I just go for it immediately.
It's like you said, throw it at the wall.
I am kidding, by the way. I am, yeah, exactly. Just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. That's how I always put it.
I got roasted in your new video, and I don't even care because it was a joke.
Well, yeah.
Remember, you were like, who am I kidding, Raccoon? You don't have a girlfriend or some shit like that. And you guys all just burst into laughter.
I fucking love that.
It's funny. Part. We just like making fun of each other like that. It's just how we are, I guess. Hey, it's how I am in real life as well with my friends.
If it makes you feel any better, just remember you can never fuck up as much as Telltale did when they put a dead Russian diplomat in their game.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that sounds fucking awful.
Yeah, Narrator does things like that all the time. Just
Narrator, you have large ears.
Oh, there it is.
See, that's just an objective comment about your friend's
don't acknowledge
ears.
It. Just keep going.
I also have large ears, so, you know, nice.
You have big teeth. You guys have so much in common. Sensitive about my teeth.
Yeah, I got big teeth. I've always
watching your face reveal. I had to close the video and had to go cry in the bathroom.
How do you think I feel when I watch your Twitch stream?
Okay, you know what, Raccoon? I don't need you to be this mean right now.
What do you?
I don't need this right now. Okay.
I'm just saying. I open your stream and I put duct tape on my monitor over your face cam.
Would you rather have big teeth or a big neck?
We're just coming back right back to this, huh?
Carson's like secretly so self-conscious.
I'm really subconscious about my neck.
You know what the truth is, guys, is that, you know, it doesn't matter how you look because you got what you got, you know, and you just got to flex on them haters, you know, otherwise you're never going to
get a pizza face every time they...
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, Narrator, I had like horrific acne when I was like 16. But you know what I did?
People like you.
I drank shit tons of water all the time, and now
that's what I do.
And I stopped eating fucking pizza all the time. You fuck.
Okay, you know what? That's going too far.
Closes the pizza box. Okay, hang on just a second. Yeah.
I do not eat pizza that much.
I don't eat pizza that much, bitch. Okay?
Just because I look like pizza doesn't mean I eat it all the time.
Buy some fucking Cetaphil or whatever the fuck it is in your country. Wash your face in the morning and drink lots of water.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's how it works, right? I always thought that if you swallow an entire bottle of anti-acid tablets, you'll never have a stomachache again. You can do the same thing with like acne cream. Just spread an entire fucking tube on your face. You'll be good for the rest of your life.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
You know what? I'm done with pizza after this bite.
This is what my neck looks like.
Well, that is interesting. It looks like a white statue of a penis drinking out of a toilet bowl.
I'll make it one of the cards. Just
make it one of the cards so people know what we're talking about.
The fuck is this? Is that foam?
If you didn't know, whenever I do the solitaire gameplay, I make the cards various things from the episode.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
So we just have to pitch in like pictures. Carson and I have like this ongoing meme war in the DMs where we just send like the most retarded pictures we can find. This is one of my personal favorites. The fucking foaming toilet.
You're just gonna the toilet one.
Yeah, the toilet one. There's another one with the fucking watermelon like perfectly cut in half. Like the insides are like perfectly carved out of the shell, or the rind.
I really like the one we saw last night.
Just dumb shit like that.
Where the guy's eating with the group of people, but there's a wall of glass.
Okay, let's not
really
get
hard to describe.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole, but just make those the cards so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, no worries.
I feel like you could make an entire video about that.
A whole podcast where it's just three idiots referencing memes.
And that's us.
Not even memes, just obscure internet pictures that just you send to your friends in the DMs.
Fitz, I promised a Rising that I'd ask you this. What's your opinion on anime?
I think anyone who gets hung up on, I don't know, any kind of cultural association with anything is pretty retarded, you know? Like, I enjoy some animes.
Not weebs.
I don't like all animes, you know? It's like, I know, I feel like when people ask you, do you like anime, it's like a loaded question, though, because everyone's like, oh.
It's a mixed bag.
I like Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 3 to the finale, but I don't watch anime.
The thing about anime is that it's like saying, do you like movies, you know? I enjoy some animes because there are some really good animes.
Dude. Death Note.
I don't actively watch anime. You know?
I loved that Netflix movie.
No, that I was not talking about the Netflix movie. I was talking about Death Note, the original series.
I saw that one coming a mile away.
Yeah, one of the few I like. Most of them I find boring though.
Narrator, I think that might have been the lowest hanging fruit for a joke I've ever seen, and you went for it.
It's okay. That's why we're here.
Don't expect anything else from the narrator.
This is why I don't have friends.
Literally most
narrator.
Yeah. This is great. You guys are great at this. This is a great podcast we got here.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
We had a whole section at the start about what the fuck we talk about. We briefly introduced ourselves. We talked for like 30 minutes about some Discord raid that probably no one cares about. We talked about why John on the radio dislikes the narrator for a couple minutes, and then we just started talking about memes. This is the shit right here.
This is how our podcast goes.
This is why people listen to our podcast. Is because it's so unprofessional.
The JC one was pretty good. You guys had like a structure down. You're like asking him questions.
He just talked about his life.
It was like an interview. You know?
Yeah, we can do that with you too. I mean, Fitz, do you want to talk about your start on YouTube and like go through that entire thing that JC went through? You can if you want. We're more than happy to have that.
No, it's
I'm not, dude. I don't care.
Hey Fitz, you want to play PUBG after this?
Narrator, shut the fuck up.
Oh wait,
you guys want to fucking play PUBG after this?
Oh wait, you don't have me on Steam. Never mind.
PUBG.
Listen, I can't play PUBG in the library. Okay.
Oh. Narrator, like, don't think that this is like putting you in any kind of friend zone. Okay, you're not in the friend zone right now.
Oh, don't.
You're strictly a sexual partner at this point.
Oh, okay.
You're not friend zoned. Okay.
Just making sure. I feel like I'm at a point where people don't be friends with me just to be friends with me. They be friends with me to be friends with who I know.
I have a topic.
Wow.
Oh, I have a topic.
That's a light bulb. The light bulb just lit up above him, dude.
How about the fact that people like Ainsley more than McCreamy himself?
28 minutes Ainsley compilation.
I just remember
that video. Yeah.
That video's got 800,000 views or something.
Yeah.
Wait,
crazy.
I don't know who either of those people are. Can someone please fill me in?
Ainsley is a character that McCreamy and I invented. McCreamy's an Overwatch YouTuber and a good friend of mine who features in a lot of my videos.
My God.
It's basically the character is a crazy foreign guy who has not got a good grasp on the English language and does not understand any Western cultural norms. And basically, like, we just play games with Jay's and this character. And he's just really good at coming up with an improv hilarious, replies to stuff. Like the whole dynamic with Ainsley is that I'm like his teacher. I'm like teaching him. I'm like trying to show him the ropes, and he's just fucking everything up basically. And it's hilarious. It's like a classic dynamic.
It's a great character. Yeah, he's a great character, and your fans are obsessed with him. So much to the point where they like him almost more than when he's just being himself. And it's funny because Kugo made a video that was like, he's doing like a CSGO game show series, right? And he asked, like, what celebrities do you want to have on? And I was looking through the comments, and people were like, oh, yeah, Fitz, Swagger. And then one guy was like, have Ainsley on, but not McCreamy.
Yeah. I think that people don't understand that McCreamy is also Jay in my videos, though. Because, like, people know Ainsley. Or most people know he's McCreamy. Some people believe he's a real person. Some people Normally the younger fans believe that Ainsley is actually real, and he's actually this foreign guy that I hang out with, you know, which I'm fine. I'm fine with keeping that illusion. It's like Santa. Like most people know he's real, but there's some people who don't, but that's okay because it's kind of like a sweet thing that's like, good for you. You're still hanging on to that. But yeah, I mean, Jay's fucking funny as fuck as well. Nice. And he's got a lot of jokes in my videos these days that really do well. And
yeah,
I think.
Even when he's not being Ainsley. Like, what do people have against the regular Jay?
I don't know. I think Ainsley is just such an appealing, fresh character that isn't very common for like funny moments channels.
I'm just thinking like he must get tired of that though. Like anytime he talks to somebody, they're probably like, "Hey, do a McCreamy voice," you know? I mean,
no, it's not really like that. In fact, we barely do it. Like I'm very careful to not overuse Ainsley nowadays. Like I haven't used him in the last couple videos, and even in the ones before that, he only had like a couple lines or a couple jokes because I don't want him to dominate the comedy, and I don't want him to be like. I want it to be like specials when he comes up. It's like, a big deal.
Look, it's Christmas.
It's a holiday.
Yeah, kind of like that. So he doesn't actually end up doing the voice very often at all. So. It's interesting.
The 12 days of Ainsley for Christmas.
Yeah.
12 part of me wants him to start up. Fitz.
He should start up a second channel, kind of like where he just is fully in character all the time, like Filthy Frank or something, and he would get hella views for sure.
Probably.
Because that 28 minutes of Ainsley has 800,000 views. That's just some random compilation that this smaller YouTuber made. And the only reason I'm okay with it is because he didn't demonetize it, and it's pretty much just benefiting my channel directly because it's just like an ad effectively. My links in the the description or whatever. So yeah, that's Ainsley.
Hey, Fitz.
How big is your friend group now? Narrator, shut up. How big is your friend group now?
I was gonna say, do you ever lose the spark to live? But yeah, Carson.
Yeah, right. Mine is better. Fitz, how big is your friend group now?
I don't know. I mean, it's honestly not even that big. Like,
I feel like I look in your descriptions and there's like 9 or 10
they are getting bigger.
Listen.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting bigger. I just like meeting people, and I like finding people who I find entertaining and funny, and hanging out with them because it adds more variety to the content, obviously, but also because it's interesting because up until very recently I was adamantly against like thinking of playing games as recording, like I was always the kind of guy to be like, I don't want this to feel like a job kind of thing. I don't want to think about my channel when I'm playing games. This is just us hanging out as friends, and the footage will come when the footage comes kind of thing, right? Mm-hmm. Although recently it just becomes so hard to avoid thinking about your channel, thinking about your content, thinking about your uploads when like it's all you're doing and it's all you're focused on. And I can't, part of me misses the dynamic of like that no pressure thing.
That innocent feeling.
But part of me also enjoys it more now that I'm kind of like, okay, like we're all here like to record some shit. We're here to crack some jokes, have a good time. And I think once I kind of accepted that that's just the inevitability. Is that even a word? Inevitability? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it is.
Once I found out that it's inevitable, I was kind of like, okay, I got to accept that the content is kind of like why we're here. It's what's brought us together. But obviously everything is still genuine. Like we're still laughing. We don't want to force it, but it's like, does that make sense?
Yeah. It's not like you're telling a joke. Sure. It's not like you're telling a joke and then leaning over to Smitty and you're like, all right, let's do that one again from the top.
All right,
3, 2, 1.
What page of the script are we on?
Yeah. Although I'm not entirely against scripting stuff either. Like I think that because I'm a big fan of a YouTuber called David Dobrik, who you guys probably know. Maybe you don't like him. His stuff is pretty clickbaity. Like, but the reason I'm okay with that is because his entire thing is it's like scripted comedy. It's like it's just ridiculous, and he owns the clickbait. It's not like he's trying to mislead people. He's just coming up with fucking outrageous titles, I guess. But basically what he does, for those of you who don't know, is he just has a bunch of friends who I'm pretty sure actually work for him, like officially. Like he pays them like a salary.
Like you.
And they're all like me. I often joke about this, but it's not true. But like they're all like ex-Viners or whatever, which I know sounds cancerous, but they're just a bunch of genuinely hilarious people, and they just fucking shoot scripted stuff all day and like make 4-minute 20 long vlogs for David's channel, and it's just like, yeah,
okay.
What he said. It's like a real life version of my videos. Effectively, when I found his channel, I was like, shit, this is like exactly what I'm doing, except his stuff is scripted, more so than mine. So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's like, I'm not against scripting stuff, but I think you kind of got to meme it up and make it obvious. Mm-hmm. So kind of like Ainsley. Ainsley's like Ainsley's semi-scripted, obviously, because it's not real. But it's not like we write down the dialogue. We just improv it, you know? So that kind of stuff, I think, is fun.
So would you ever do something like that then? If you came up with a hilarious scenario, would you actually like be willing to plan that out and script that with your friends?
Yeah. Yeah. I considered like doing this prank on you, Raccoon, where we like pretended that you just weren't working with the group. And we like confronted you. Like, look, Raccoon, we just think you've been trying too hard, and it's just like not really working out with the videos. Like
that would. Why didn't you do this?
Because it's too mean. It's too
so
mean.
Funny.
It's just something I thought. It was literally a shower thought. I was like, man, that'd be pretty fucking funny if we just prank Raccoon like that and made him think that we're like huge egotistical assholes who are like, look, it's like, I know, like, I'm sorry we got your hopes up, but like you're just not. I don't think you're here yet. It's like,
not working out.
I would be so confused. Like, I feel like that's the kind of thing you would have to let me in on first, because I would just like not go along at all.
That's what I thought. I was like, the reaction probably wouldn't even be funny. It would just be kind of awkward, like really uncomfortable.
Just kind of sad.
Yeah, like
kind of sad, uncomfortable. Like it wouldn't be like you wouldn't. It would have been funny if you were the kind of person to be like, "What the fuck, man? I thought you guys were fucking real," or like something like that. Like if you actually reacted, but it wouldn't happen like that. I think you'd just be like, "Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sorry. I just, you know, or you just feel like kind of like, is this a fucking, what the fuck is happening?" Because I'm always very clear to Raccoon that like, you know, we're just chilling or whatever. You know, it's like, I don't know. I don't like weirdness, I guess.
Yeah, no. You told me that after you listened to the JC episode. I mean, you actually went out of your way to call me and tell me that. So, you know, I appreciate that. I feel like if you pulled a prank like that after having a talk with me like that, I'd be so confused. I'd be like, what the fuck? You just did a complete 180. Fucking two-faced bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, I've considered doing stuff like that, but I don't think it's quite there yet. It would have to be a really good idea for it to be a thing, you know, for us to script something or come up with something.
I guess you already kind of do that kind of thing, like how you did the announcement of that Karambit giveaway with John and McCreamy. I guess
that stuff's like necessary though. Like it's not really a joke. It's more just like, okay, this is something we got to do. Like let's make it funny kind of thing. But stuff like that's always good. Or like the merch announcement with John. We're good at that. Yeah. I like stuff like that. I think it's cool. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at with the content. It's more just, normally it's just like sifting through the cancerous recordings, which is, as I said before, just a bunch of fucking unfunny guys throwing shit at the wall until a joke hits, and then like taking those gold nuggets and polishing them up. Because most of my jokes are quite heavily edited. Like I cut down a lot of the space in between what people are saying, so the video like can fit more jokes in. Yeah, so like sometimes I'll say something, I'll tell a joke, and then the laughter will come like 5 seconds later.
Yeah.
Because of lag.
I always do that too.
Lag.
I just want it to be fast paced.
So I'm like joke laughter immediately.
Have you seen what?
Or have you seen Raccoon's newest video, Fitz?
Was it the one on surf?
No, CSGO Laugh Factory.
Oh yeah, no, I did see that.
God, what are your thoughts?
It's so stupid. This literally the worst.
It's okay.
The worst joke, and we did it for 2 hours.
We did it as well. Me and we what we do is we find something that's funny and we beat it like a dead horse. Like we just flog it to death until it's like the most unfunny thing ever.
You guys kind of do a similar thing with like pictures, like making your avatars like stupid Photoshop versions of what they're actually supposed to do.
Yeah, literally after the end of every play session, we will spend like 30 minutes on a call just fucking distorting each other's profile pictures or faces in Photoshop and posting them in Discord chat and laughing at them.
I always see
the dumbest shit.
Like, I wake up the next morning and get on Discord and I'm like, why do I have more messages from this group from last night? And then I scroll through and I'm like, my jaw just drops.
I'll show you one of the ones that I made. That's really funny.
Oh boy, we have another card.
This is this one won't fit as a card, man.
No,
This is
I
the
can
kind of
make
shit I'm talking
everything
about.
fit
Maybe
as
you
a
can make it
card.
pop up on the screen.
Greetings, beautiful orphans. And now for some news. PewDiePie is at it again, and this time it's worse than ever.
But yeah, like we flog jokes to death. Like the Owen Wilson is like a total like meme right now for us. We always bringing up Owen Wilson, going wow, but it's still funny for now. Or like,
what is that
I don't
effect?
know.
I've always wanted to know. How do you do that to a picture? That Philly D thing. What is the name of that
It's called
effect?
content aware scale. Content aware scale in Photoshop. You got to select it like under the image settings. Like here's one of me.
Does that make it come alive or what?
Yeah, it makes it.
No, it means like it basically means you can stretch and manipulate the image, but like it'll like keep the basic concept of it the same. Like it'll still register that it's a face, but you can kind of just warp it.
Oh,
you know,
so that's
without-
what you look like in real life.
So like what my
Yeah.
stepmom does to the
That's-
relationship between my dad and I.
That's me after I got forehead reduction surgery. That
Just
picture.
completely
That's
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
yeah. So
Were you
yeah,
saying
I'll
something,
stop.
Raccoon?
No,
Oh, okay.
I wasn't getting personal.
You know, I was only a little hurt.
Well,
It's
that's good.
It's fine.
I wasn't sharing a large problem in my life and feeling bad over getting ignored. Not
Oh,
at all.
you guys ignore me
Yeah,
anytime
that's
I
'cause you're
come
not
to you.
funny.
Don't pull this shit.
And that's because you're a fat
Yeah,
twink.
too.
Okay.
Hey, Fitz,
You
would
guys
you
are
like to
great friends.
participate in Bully Narrator Day? We haven't decided on a day yet, but we just want to know.
We think
Wait,
that
isn't that
bullying-
every day? Isn't
bullying
that
narrator should be an
literally
Olympic
every
sport.
time I talk
It
to
should be an Olympic sport.
you guys?
I prefer to abuse a narrator by just ignoring him entirely and pretending that he doesn't exist. That's kind of like how I do
How
it. It's
can
more
you make
subtle,
a day
kind
out
of
of what you
darker.
do every day?
Pretty easily.
Like
just-
I don't even
we just
I
do
don't
what we
even know
normally
I
do.
don't even think I have what I don't even
It's kind of
think
like
I have
Thanksgiving.
friend- No, I don't even think I don't think I have friends. I just have people who bully me, but I'm too stupid to know what a real friend is.
Yeah,
We're
you know
real
what?
friends.
To me, friends are people that bully you, but like you're kind of okay with it. You know, that's what friendship is in its purest form. Friends are people that you roast and that they roast you.
No,
But
I
at the
don't
end of the
roast
day-
people though. I'm not funny.
Yeah, he just takes
so
all
that's
the
your
punches
problem.
and doesn't throw any back.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
problem is that you're a bitch. Yeah, you got to work on that. You got to work on that.
Every
Oh,
day I
thanks,
wake
Fitz.
up and
I'm
You're a
just
real
kidding.
morale
I
booster.
think, wow, Christmas came early this year. It's Bully Narrator Day.
Let me ask you a question, narrator. If you have like a genuine issue in your life and you wanted to talk to someone about it, would you contact either of these fucks about it?
Oh, I
Like,
would, but I don't know how seriously they take. I would no.
they
I
just laugh at your
contact.
face.
You've done that before, but
Yeah,
you've done that
and
before.
you guys
and I actually-
and you guys handled it very poorly to the point where you
What?
made the problem worse.
How?
Hmm.
What did we do? I don't even recall this.
I'm not going to say it publicly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me
You
after
guys-
so I can make it up to you.
By
Yeah.
making it worse. Okay.
No, like actually make it up to you.
Wait, I know what it is.
Oh, God.
my
What
gosh,
is it?
Savorings.
That's not what it was. Let's not get into that. That's a terrible joke. That is the worst joke.
Okay,
It's not
moving
what it
right
was,
along.
but thank you.
Just don't even think about it, Carson. Just stop laughing.
I'm a,
It's not worth. It's not worth explaining.
I'm a sad person.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Oh my god, this is terrible. This
I'm
is
a
just
sad.
tragic.
I'm a sad person, and these two are the people who I consider to be quite possibly my best
That's
friends.
pretty sad.
Yeah, it
You need
is.
to reach a source of personal enlightenment, narrator. You need to learn to love
yeah, I do.
yourself.
It's
Yeah,
like
I do.
having
Yeah.
it's like having two devils on your shoulders and no angels.
Dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Fitz, what's it like to have friends?
Well, you know what, Raccoon? I mean, narrator.
Thank God.
It's the best. Yeah.
Real
it's,
talk.
friends
Would you?
friends make the world go
Would
around.
you,
Yeah.
do you? How good of friends do you consider yourself with your friend group? Like, could you rely on them in a time of need?
I think. Yeah, I mean, off camera, regularly, I'll we'll have genuine talks, especially with some of the guys.
especially with
like,
Ainsley.
I like to think that. I'm a.
Oh yeah.
You
From
know,
what I've
I
heard of
ca-
what you are like as a personal friend, like from some of our mutual friends, it's like you're like one of the best people that like I think they've ever met. So
Oh shucks.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing about friendship is that, you can roast each other all day and that's the best thing ever, but you also kind of got to be there for them as well, otherwise it's not really the shit.
You got to strengthen the bond and make the friendship genuine, because that in turn will get you better content. I mean, that's obviously
that's what it's all about. I don't actually care about them at all. I'm just like, okay, looks like the kids need a fucking get cheered up today. All right.
I worded that really poorly, but I'm just saying, like,
don't kill yourself. I need you for another video later.
Oh my god, Jesus. You guys are terrible.
Fucking Christ.
I think I trust. No. I think I view Raccoon as a better of a friend than I do Carson. I've met Carson in real life, and he's done a lot of good things for me, which I'm.
The fact that you said that just indicates how poor your emotional bonds are with one another.
No, I just have poor emotional.
Hey, Fitz, I don't know if you know this. I didn't invite him over. He invited himself over. He drove 3 hours, and I was like, I don't even know if he
shows up at your door.
Him here.
Hey, it's me. Want to read some coffee?
A day to come.
Hey, Carson, you want to collaborate?
Hey, Carson.
I drove 3 hours in my Carson to get here. Am I right, buddy? Let's hang out.
Hey, Carson, remember when we were on the way back to your house and you're like, you're leaving at 8?
Okay, we're going to Olive Garden for 2 hours, then you're driving home. Okay, this is all I can do.
Oh, no, he didn't treat me to Olive Garden. He treated me to Fazoli.
What a scumbag.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you paid for his meal?
No, he wanted to pay for it.
I didn't end up paying.
I wouldn't let him. No.
Just walked out.
Yeah, no, you wanted to. I wouldn't let you.
I remember we got to Fazoli's.
You didn't want it to feel like a date.
I gotta take a giant deuce, and then you bought me a pizza baked spaghetti. I'm like, what is this garbage? Good times.
Good story.
You guys should write books about your lives, because fuck, you guys are just
really fascinating.
Oh no, they would not let my books around children.
Although, in all fairness, when I was 17 or 18, I was just probably jerking off all day. So
Yeah, we're way ahead of
whatever floats your boat,
That's only like
Give us
only like a third of my day.
We'll be so far past you in subs, dude. No worries.
I believe it. I believe it. I just got lucky, basically.
I remember when you were smaller. You were cooler back then.
I have a really like genuine, really run of the mill generic question. Okay, where do you see yourself in 3 years? How about that?
Dead.
Honestly, it's impossible. I wake up every morning and I fully expect everything to just start going downhill. That's no lie. You'd think that like on YouTube, like you get to a point where it's like, okay, now I'm secure, but you're always insecure about everything. And
I'm insecure about everything as it is. I'm glad there's someone else out there.
Especially now that every time I upload a video now, I cringe when I wake up in the morning because I check my phone and I'm like, I'm expecting a message from Jay or John or someone saying, dude, your video got age restricted, And it's like, and that happens way too much. And I just, you know what it's like to work like for 10 days on a video and then, and be really proud of it and really excited to hear what your fans think. And then wake up and realize that you've been totally cucked for
you didn't make any money.
It's not even about the money,
just the views from the age restriction.
It's really it's really about the views. And I just get sad that not everyone's going to watch it, or it's not going to get shown to the amount of people that probably it should have been shown to, which is kind of weird because I'm very lucky that my videos get recommended to people and stuff. My channel gets promoted a lot in the CS scene especially, and now Battlegrounds. My Battlegrounds videos do insane. And I think that part of that is because I make good videos, and part of it is because I'm lucky, or I guess like it's working for YouTube. So they're like, oh, this guy's okay, but fuck his financial and, emotional health, it's just YouTube. Basically, there's never any security. You're always expecting the shit to hit the fan. And in a year's time, you don't know if you're going to be like irrelevant or, back at university or like, it's just kind of like, so where I see myself in 3 years, to answer your dystopian question, it's probably just smoking crack or like, I don't know, having sex with a minor or something like Toby Turner.
It's pretty optimistic.
I don't actually know if Toby Turner had sex with a minor. I don't want to slander the guy. I'm sure. I think that was just an allegation.
He said my name wrong today, and that made me sad.
What?
Yeah, he tried to say narrator here, but he failed very badly.
Are you sure you're talking about Toby Turner and not Toby, my friend?
Narrator here.
What?
Sorry, what? Well, thanks, narrator.
Naruto.
What the fuck is that?
That's Toby Turner failing to say narrator here.
Why was Toby Turner saying your name?
Twitch.
Oh, you donated him or something?
No, I hosted him.
How many views does Toby Turner get on Twitch?
I don't know, like 50.
What?
What the fuck happened to him?
Oh, I don't know. That's the last time I checked. Is he still streaming Cuphead?
Is this the same Toby Turner who used to make like the...
Yeah,
darkness, then redness, then whiteness.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, I made
he's
it Twitter.
huge. He's the biggest YouTuber when I was a kid, besides PewDiePie.
Oh yeah, no, I know. He's fucking. I still like. You can tell very much if you watch one of his live streams. He has like full-fledged ADHD. But
I thought you were gonna say full-blown autism.
Well, that too.
Oh well.
Are you sure you're not just looking in a mirror?
Okay, you know what?
The only thing, have you guys seen that show BoJack Horseman on Netflix?
It's about a horse. I've seen a lot of clips of it.
To watch it.
It's about a horse, a cartoon horse who used to be a successful actor in the 90s, but now he's all washed up and no one fucking cares anymore. He doesn't get any work and he has nothing to do. But he's got a lot of money. That's pretty much what happens to a lot of YouTubers, I think. And it's like, it's even shorter lived than Hollywood. Like when you're a star at some point in Hollywood, if you don't like have a good agent or something, or you just become irrelevant, then you've made some money, but you're also just like totally, you don't know what the fuck to do with yourself. And I think that's pretty much what happens to people like Toby Turner.
Are you saying you're scared that's going to happen to you soon?
I'm scared that's going to happen to me, but I won't have the financial basis to even like be happy. It'll just be like, oh God, I guess I got to like work at McDonald's now or something, you know? That's, yeah.
Oh,
I don't like to think about it.
You can always go back to ESL.
No, if to be genuine, I think I'm at the point now where like, even if the content goes downhill, I'll still be fine for like a few years, hopefully. And then, you know, if that doesn't work out financially for me, then I can just go and like do some stuff behind the scenes, like with management or work with some brands or something, you know, stuff like that kind of, you know, could happen. I don't know. But right now I just want to focus on the content.
My biggest fear for like, if I ever do make it, is like running out of video ideas. Because like, that's already something I struggle with today. And it's like, if I actually make it to the top and I can't even think of shit to upload, how am I supposed to stay at the top, you know?
Yeah, that's I mean, like, you can always fall back on other like, kinds of content, which you'll like probably have to do at some point. Yeah, like your funny moments videos, you know, or whatever. But yeah, your content right now is very creatively driven with your commentaries, which is kind of like why I liked you so much initially, is because you just like quite clearly had good chops for that stuff. And some of your jokes were like genuinely funny.
That's the thing is, people like the commentaries more because that's obviously more authentic. That's more like me. But then like I enjoy making the CS videos more. So I'm like kind of at a crossroads. I think Notorious says he's kind of in the same position too with like his gun how-tos.
Yeah.
So, well, I recently met with so I make copy pastas, yeah, and I only have one real competitor, and his name is that guy with the voice, and he does green text. And so he's in Michigan as well. So I met up with him like a few weeks ago. And like I was super relieved because like I started going to Twitch and I kind of felt guilty because it's like, oh shit, I have so many people who like enjoy watching my YouTube videos. Then when I was talking with him, I was really relieved because he's like, we both loved making the kind of videos we did at the beginning, but eventually it started to feel like a job. And it's like, I'm just happy to know that like he shares the exact same feeling about YouTube that I do.
This is literally a problem that everyone runs into at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just like, cause I fucking like love the videos, but I don't know. It's just, and maybe it's specifically just what I make where it gets tiring faster than others, but it's like, it's really fun. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, I got to do this again. Well, then again, I'm not funny, so this is my only option. Or Twitch.
I mean, when I was a smaller channel, I was very careful to not let it feel like a job before it was a job kind of thing, you know? Like, because it's just not healthy to think about it. So many small channels, I see them and they're like so focused on their milestones. They're so focused on their growth, their views, everything. They're like, oh man, I'm going to make it someday. I'm going to fucking grind my ass off. I'm going to be at 100K by the end of the year. Fuck yeah. If I just try really hard, I'm unique, then I'll fucking make it, man. But the truth is that it's entirely luck based. And the only thing you can hope for is that you just have fun, you know? just fucking enjoy it.
So that you're not worn out by the time you actually do make it.
Yeah. It's like if you're forcing it before you make it, it's never going to be fun for you. If it feels like a job before you're big, yeah. Don't fucking bring this back to that godforsaken religious cult, okay?
What a terrible way to go full circle.
It's not a fucking circle. Hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies. If you
want a neck wrestle?
Hit me up on meetnext.com.
But yeah.
All right. Should we wrap it up, or
no,
we've been going for?
But then that'll mean you guys won't talk to me again for another week when we contractually obligated to record this again. Oh.
You only get an hour. Your doctor said that it was good for your sanity. That's the only reason we do this.
No, it's just they don't like talking to me.
Your doctors? Man, that's rough.
We're going to have to reschedule this appointment because you're really pissing me off today.
I don't like your face today, kid. Get the fuck out of my office. I will do it Thursday.
No.
Deborah, book this poor kid in for Tuesday. They're not good. You guys don't like it when I talk away from the mic like I'm talking to an imaginary secretary. My upstairs neighbor thinks I'm insane. He's like, man, this kid just does nothing but fucking talk to no one in particular all day about the most fucked up shit ever.
That's all right. I lean away from the mic to talk to my vacuum.
Oh, yeah. Raccoon's just living in a kid's show. What should we do next, Vacky? Like, I agree. Cleaning up the mess.
Guys. Just had to mow my lawn right quick.
Jesus Christ.
I get it.
All right, before we wrap it up, hey Fitz, give us a score on our podcast out of 10.
It's probably like a solid 3.
Okay.
What if I was off of it?
That's being pretty generous.
Well, Narrator does knock off a few points, but
thank you.
I think what really set it off was the whole fucking talk about Carson's Steam group, which was just like a 30-minute plug.
We have to fit in the sponsor somehow.
But yeah, then again, I don't know your fans. Like maybe your fans go crazy for that shit. So go Daniel, whatever. Fuck
Remember, next time you're on John.
No, go ahead. What? Try again. Come on.
You guys this is the worst ever. How do you guys normally end your podcast?
Remember, next time you're on John on the Radio's Twitch chat, make sure to type in Clan Daniel for 10% off that subscription.
He will ban you. I feel like this is one of the worst ones you guys have ever done. Yeah, I feel like part of that's my fault. So I'm sorry.
If you think that, you should listen to the Carson only.
Not part of it. It's all your fault. Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Solitairey Confinement podcast. Check out our Twitter, Discord, and other links in the description. And check out each of our individual channels if you're here from one of us and don't know about the other two. And also check out Fitz because his content is spicy. Thanks guys for listening.
If they're watching some more. Yeah.
Parting words. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, skeeters.